England.
Hey!
What we're currently working on, it's the title.
It doesn't have a title.
The Untitled Project, so far, that's what it is. Which sees me as the actor, and Xavier lends his voice.
I do.
Yeah.
Lends his voice.
My sexy voice, by the way.
Yeah, he lends
very
it.
sexy.
You know, I had to pay £5 for it, but he lent it. He let me keep it. No, I'm joking. No, but it was actually. I think this is. We already did what? We already did the. I forgot what the part was. Where you landed your voice. So he already did his dialogue, and he's finished for the day.
Yeah, I am finished.
See? Bastard. Sorry, I just hit
So I'm getting a professional. I got here and I did it and I'm going.
Yeah, see.
Didn't it?
And then I have to. We got acting. We got like what? 3 more hours left. No, 4 or 5 hours left of acting.
We're going to film all
It's
night.
10 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
So.
We're going to have some noodles.
Yeah, and noodles. No, but this was exactly like Grave Danger. Remember, every night, start late, finish late.
Yeah, true.
And then always fighting. No, actually, we only had to fight 1 day. But it was actually quite good. The evening stuff was really good because we actually got so much done.
It's quite cool because we fed off each other's energies.
Yeah.
Every time someone was tired, apart from the one that we did not speak of.
Yeah. The one we do not speak of.
Yeah.
Apart from him, everyone else fed off each other's energies. If I was tired, you do something stupid.
Yeah, that was my thing for the film. I'll always just act stupid and then see what happens. Yeah, but it was actually, I think every day was okay. The only thing that wasn't good is we needed more time.
Yeah.
I think.
Because we kept redoing stuff.
Yeah.
Go back and
purely for
redo
the sake
it. That's
person we did not speak
the
of.
first scene, the opening scene.
Yeah.
That took ages to do it.
That was
Remember?
First time it was down to one we don't not speak of.
Exactly.
He didn't turn up.
Exactly. So you had to.
I took that role,
and that was so much better.
That was actually going quite well.
That was so much better because John put it together
in the
behind the scenes stuff. Like put it together as the first scene with you, the whole first scene with you, and that works so much better. You can actually see that the 3 actors in the
chemistry,
do the chemistry.
There was, everyone was joking around, everyone was having fun. I think I'm not that good of an actor though. Still, I'm not going to go. Oh my god,
you got very very good.
You were better than that other person we can't name.
Just call him A. Just call him A. We don't have to give him that. No, we're better than.
Can you imagine if he sees this?
I don't care.
He's gonna be
I think it's actually quite good because he didn't have nothing to offer.
Yeah,
I think that's
you know the first thing you said to me when you got into location to shoot.
The first night
you were setting up the first night that we were shooting, the very first night with him, and you were setting up, right? And me and Carl and him were down the back preparing, like we were testing around, and he just goes like, "Oh yeah, don't look at the camera."
Yeah,
it made
everyone feel
like, yeah, don't look at the camera, whatever you do. It's like, don't you think I know that?
Now I'm an actor who likes to look at the camera. I think everyone knew what they had to do.
He
got involved with us as well. Yeah. He got involved with. He got involved with us when we were doing behind the recording. He's gotten so involved when he's not needed to get involved.
Yeah.
The stuff he had to get involved in, he pulled himself away. The stuff he didn't need to get involved in, he always wanted to get involved in more. Like the filming aspect, we always filming. He wants to keep getting involved with the filming. That's not his job. And that eventually got me angry, and we had that big fight. It wasn't literally a fight, but it was an exchange of words.
I just hated when he said that. Oh, what have you got? You've got uni. That's jolly.
Yeah.
Oh, that killed me. Anyway.
Yeah. See,
let's not talk about him again.
No, but see, that's okay because now once we got rid of, now he's gone.
Yeah.
We looked over the film. It's not as bad. I think.
He's the
better. You could be better as a film, but he definitely ruins it.
He's the weight in the bag.
He's
the weight in if the film's a bag, you can imagine being up flat like that.
Yeah.
He's the weight which weighs the bag down.
Yeah, sinking us in it and making us fail.
Yeah.
Going down.
I don't know how that works.
Because he was full of himself. And he thought he was an excellent actor. He's like, you have no talent whatsoever.
No. I think that's the problem. That was the problem. He got very big-headed.
Yeah.
And I think what we heard, the female character which we had as well, the female actress Carla. She kind of did the same thing to us as well.
Afterwards, though,
not during the
thing.
But the thing is, still afterwards, even if you're not. Okay, maybe she is happy. Maybe
I disagree. She was very nice.
She's a good actress.
She was good actress.
She was nice.
Yes, she was nice.
But at least we need a reply after the film, so then we know how she felt.
Even if she thought it was shit, tell us.
Yeah, that's it. We haven't got a reply. I don't. Well, I don't talk to any of the actors. I'm only talking today because I come here. I don't talk otherwise to any of the actors.
No, but the thing is, like, we haven't spoke. Me and you haven't spoke since we left location, right?
Yeah.
And we saw each other today, and for the first time, and that was like what, 4 months ago.
Yeah, and it's actually okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, see, that's what you need to do, I think, and that's why that new film which I'm going to do, which is going to come out next year, summertime.
What's this place?
I don't even know what film we're talking about.
No, it's the one currently working on now.
Am I in it?
The one with the crazy brother.
Am I in it?
Yes,
Good.
You are the crazy brother.
This is new.
Yes.
No, but I'm looking forward to that one because now I got an idea of how actors are, how filming is on location. So I picked up from Grave Danger some of the aspects that we kind of lost out there, and now I know if you're looking for actors, what we have to do, how to behave around actors. And
to audition.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I mean. When you're looking for actors, you need to audition.
I hate auditioning, though.
Yeah,
it's the worst thing to do. I think it's so unfair as well, because you might be an excellent actor, but if you have a bad day, or if you're far too nervous, if you've got a nerve problem, then you ruin it, and you might be the right person for that role, but you're not going to get it because you ruined it in the audition.
I fucking
hate auditioning.
I think the one thing though, when it comes to auditioning, if it came to auditioning with us, the thing is, I don't care if people forget their lines. I'm not one of those people that be like, oh my gosh, he forgot his line, he needs to get penalised. If someone who comes on the screen and has some charisma, has something about them, maybe you can't pinpoint it at that moment, but when you're looking over it, you can notice something, that's, what's missing, they got. And maybe if you worked with them for a bit, got to know them, you'll get the right thing. I think that's what's wrong with films nowadays. I think a lot of people nowadays just get big time actors that they know of to get in a film because they did a previous good film. They're like, okay, we can have him. And then you start thinking, if you gave someone else a chance, maybe they could pull off the performance as well.
Definitely. Is this star quality, like, have you watched Beef of Vendetta?
Yeah.
I absolutely love Natalie Portman, but I thought she was shit in it. I didn't think she pulled off the British character at all. I think she should have given, but it's a star thing because she's a star because she'll get people to go and see it.
Wasn't that off the whole Star Wars? She just finished Star Wars, wasn't she?
No. That was way after.
Yeah, no, but like she built up her profile with StarArs though.
Yeah,
and that's it. So she built up that star idea.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They used her because she's internationally famous. So overall, in the whole world, people are going to see her because she's there in the film. She's the main character in the film. If they put like someone like say Billie Piper, I thought Billie Piper would be excellent for it.
Even she's big-headed now, probably.
Yeah, but like she was just starting in Doctor Who at the time, and she's not famous at all outside this country. Do you know what I mean? She's not famous outside of England at all, and that's why they didn't choose anyone like that. They go away for Natalie Portman. I hate that.
No, the thing is, I have that same thing. With Shia LaBeouf, that guy who's been in Transformers, then he was in
Eagle Eye
now, but he was in the Indiana Jones as well.
Oh,
yes,
I personally felt that he doesn't feel right for Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And I liked when he first started off when you did that comedy show. Don't know if anyone knows, but Even Stevens, he did Even Stevens. I used to watch that every day. I thought it was really good.
It was Little Kid. I saw that one episode of it.
Yeah, that was really good. And I don't know what performance he did, but suddenly he's just starting to come in everything. And I think they're just trying to feed off his success from previous film and think, okay, if he comes back again, people watch it. And I haven't seen the Indiana Jones, the fourth one. I think is it fourth or fifth?
Yeah,
the fourth
one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it because I don't feel like watching it. But then the one thing that makes me don't want to see it even more is because I know Shia LaBeouf's in it. And I just don't feel he's right for that character. First, I don't even feel like they should have made another.
He was cracking it.
Yeah, really. See, I just don't think they should have made another Indiana Jones. I just felt that was just left it. That was just all for money. That was all for profit. So, and then that was the first thing I hate. And then they put the Shia LaBeouf. I personally think there's so much more better actors out there. Yeah.
The thing about him is that he's charismatic. He's not necessarily a very good actor. He's charismatic.
Yeah, he's got presence. I guess.
What he did in Transformers, I thought it was right for that part. Do you know what I mean? And he was very charismatic. He had presence.
That's it.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't know. He has to do something else completely different for me to believe in him as an actor.
I think he needs to go back.
Because when he came out in Transformers, people were saying that he was the new Tom Hanks.
Or something like
that. No, Tom Hanks is far too good of an actor.
Tom Hanks had to work really hard to get to where he is.
Yeah.
Now I don't see him, but I think from some of his earlier stuff was really good.
Yeah.
I think some of the younger stars nowadays, the ones that are given like 2 major films, major films where they made some money, they're getting promoted too quickly.
We were young when Forrest Gump came out, so we didn't really, probably weren't aware of it, but it was kind of the same thing with
Apollo 13. Did you ever see that in the theatre?
What?
Apollo 13.
No, I've never seen that film. I've got it, but I've never seen it.
I've seen that film. I've never seen it. But no, the thing is though, I think before stars had to work slightly harder, but now a star's made like 2 good films. He's put straight into new films because he's made for money. So they get promoted way too quick. So when they come later on down the line, when they get to an older age, probably like 10 years from now, they're not probably going to be as big presence because now I think it's all about young. It's all young actors. Everything nowadays, and the old stars not really getting as much as they did before, unless certain actors. Like the diehard fans of certain actors will go and watch a film with an old actor.
But we do with Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, that's it. Like if we know about a Bruce Campbell film, go and watch it. If they don't have it in theatre, we go and try to buy the DVDs. It's that kind of thing, But he's still working now, and he still has the same presence as he did when he was younger. It's growing though. Yeah, it's growing. No, but he's growing though. Well, I think the new actors, they're built up way too quick, and as they get older, they're just gonna.
Do you know that girl, Dakota Fanning or something like that?
Yeah,
she's really good.
Yeah, and she's I can't see her anywhere on screen.
She's doing loads of films at the moment.
I haven't seen any of her films. I think she did that one with the polar bears in the.
It's not her.
Wasn't that her? No, that wasn't her. That wasn't her, was it? That was some other girl which I've never seen again.
It was the first film she ever done. That girl.
Yeah. See, and
the Golden Compass.
Yeah. See, and I've never seen her again.
Yeah.
See, some people are put into big roles too quickly, and then they're never given a chance. And some people are put into big roles and then given way too much of a chance, too much exposure.
Yeah. Okay, I understand about the exposure, but like you can't blame the kids for that. Like she could have another reason. She could have like gone back to school.
Yeah. See, but
she could.
When you've seen a film with her and you liked her. You don't want to see a major blockbuster.
But if the story requires it, why not? I'm not saying exploit your kids. I'm saying like if say that she did that during the summer and then she went back to school.
Yeah, see.
In summer holidays, that's fine.
But you would like to see her in another film. I don't think it has to be a major film though. It doesn't have to be one of those. Oh my gosh, this needs to be a major hit. That's why we'll get her. Just an independent film with her.
Yeah.
I forgot what that actor is. Have you ever seen? Third Rock from the Sun.
Yes.
That young actor in there, he used to have the long hair and then cut his hair. I forgot what his name is. He's the youngest of the 4 cast. He was the youngest of the 4 cast members of the lead.
Can't actually picture him.
Can't remember his name. But he does a lot of small independent films. And he was in a film where he had to play a gay character. I think he pulled that off well, and it was an independent production. He was big in Third Rock, which was quite mainstream, but then he goes away and does smaller films, independent stuff, so you don't hear his name as much. But then he'll come back, He's not, so he's slowly building himself. He's going back and forth, working between the two. So as he gets older, he's learning more and more. So he'll grow as a character. But the ones that, as I was saying, the ones that pushed into blockbusters and just want to keep on doing blockbusters, keep on want to do major films, they can eventually hit a spot where they're not going to be needed anymore, because what everyone's needed from is drained. They haven't learnt anything new. So they can be, disposed of, and someone else can be replaced.
Anyway, we learned something new from Grave Danger to this one, didn't we?
Yes, actually, one of the things we learnt was phone conversations. The phone conversation was really lame in Grave Danger.
It's because you've got me now.
Yeah, no, but it was really lame. It felt way
because they were recorded on separate days.
Yeah. No, but see, that's one thing we learned. We learned that if we can record conversation, we have to do it in the same day together. But the other thing is, the actors wasn't as powerful with his voice, and he didn't know how to pull himself. Unlike now, we even if I didn't speak as much, didn't read my dialogue, I think you can work with your dialogue.
Yeah, of course, because you're feeling the lines. Yeah. You're giving.
So I think that's what we learned. Which is actually something good, and that's going to be something I think both of us, we're going to go off eventually, do separate stuff, and then when you go off to do your stuff, you know how to feed off someone else. I, as a director, will know what is expected of myself to push two actors together to work on. So I think we're both learning something. How far we go with it, I don't know, but I really don't. I think maybe I probably just do 1-2 more films, and then you'll probably never see me again, sort of thing. You can never tell. But I'm hoping to do as many films as possible. Eventually, open opportunities for other young directors, to come in, do that. That's been us, mine and John's plan.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, certain people from America we want.
Yeah, eventually.
That we know on YouTube.
Yeah, we don't have to build our status up to the point where we can be like the new Spielbergs or the new, Tarantinos or George Lucas. No, don't need one of those. Just enough so within
no more of those, please.
I know, but mine's just in the horror community. We're quite well known. Yeah. Instead of shutting everyone down and just building up on that and trying to make ourselves and start saying we're the best. Yeah, I think what I want to do is eventually hit a point where we're quite well known, that we can, and we're making quite a bit of money, spare money, which we can give back to other young directors.
Yeah.
So is it? Okay.
Or not even directors, even actors who want to do horror. Anyone that feels like they want to go back into who's like a big fan of horror. And if they're not given the opportunity now, but they always want to direct a film. Maybe don't have to be the best. We
know what it feels like, don't we? When we need the money, we could do it, but we just don't have the money.
Yeah. And the thing is, we're not. No one's given us the opportunities we need now. We're not. No one's saying, okay, hey, we'll give you this much amount of money. It's fine if you don't make a good film, but here you go. Here's some finance, or here you go. Here's some equipment for you to borrow. Okay, we can't give you finance, but here's equipment. So try to do something. We're not getting that. The only support we're getting now is probably from our family, but
it's not enough.
It's not enough. You need other people within the industry that like horror, or someone who likes that genre, who's willing to help you, because they know what they know what they're on about. Like when you talk
is a difficult subject though, because you need. It's a very difficult subject to put out there. It's very difficult for studios and for even independent studios to help you out with that, because it's not necessarily, you either do something amazingly good or it's not a genre that usually sells that much.
No, that's the thing. See, I'm not too worried if our films never sell.
It's not about you being worried or not. I'm absolutely sure that you don't care about that. It's the people that helping you, will be helping you. Do you know what I mean? They are interested that if your film makes money or not.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I'm saying when we get to that point, when we get to that point.
If we get to that point.
If, as I say, but I'm going to say we will.
Yeah.
Because, we have to stay quite positive, but we will get to that point. But I think, we can be quite protective of the money that we hardly made, and we be quite scared of who we give the money. But I think we'll still be willing to give money, you know, to people to help them, like maybe do small competitions, or maybe we write a script and we look for the next horror directors who kind of want to move away from doing behind the scenes filming like us. We're kind of like staying away, you know, from the big stage. We're doing it just in our spare time. We want to find people that love doing horror, and you know, it doesn't matter where they are or how unprivileged they are, whatever, you know. If they don't have too much, just like us, we're working off small cameras and stuff, we don't have too much finance, but we're still trying to make horror films. We're still, you know, kicking our asses and making some horror films. We're not just sitting it down. If we find other people that do horror films, okay, they maybe not be the best, but you can work with them. You can bring them over, work with them, start developing their skills. Like, so, you know, if we had someone to train us up and give us input into our ideas, maybe, you know, we can get on, but we're not getting there. The only way we're learning is keep on doing more and more. Hopefully we find people that are willing to keep on learning, even if they do it by themselves, but we can come in, we can interrupt them and say, okay, look, if you do this and this, you know, you're going to get slightly better. So, you know, we taught them something, and when they're like, when we feel like they're ready now to really push on and try to do something quite, like a feature length, something quite big compared to what they're normally done, we could go, okay, here's some money and here's some equipment, go and do what you've learnt and what we taught you, see what you can do. You know, don't need to be widely distributed, but for themselves, they're growing confidence. Then they'll be like, okay, cool, now, okay, if we can raise some money ourselves, we can try doing this again, but we can improve in this area, and we can make it even more scary, and then so on, so keep them growing. But then they at least know that there's always going to be someone there to back them up.
And maybe one day horror will be treated as a real genre.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah,
because nowadays, we're getting stupid remakes, and it's not being treated as a genre. Now it's just treated as a money-making
Actually, all of them are now.
Yeah. No, but
fuck Hollywood, this shit.
Horror has gone to that point where now it's just made for the sake of money. No, there's no intelligent filmmakers out there. Maybe you get one or two that sneak through, honestly. Like that Record. I call it a Record, but it's not Record. It's Rec in its form, but Record is what it's called, because that's what it's supposed to be. I think what the director did there was excellent, you know. He went back to some of the old formulas, like what Blair Witch did, but he pulled it off. They pulled it off. It was two directors working. Those two pulled it off in such a way that it made it scary. Yeah, and the same with Orphanage, I think. And these are two Spanish films.
Excellent.
But these are two Spanish films. American directors. I haven't seen any American directors that's kind of like hit me so
they usually I absolutely hate when they do remakes. The Hollywood studios do remakes of Korean films.
Yeah,
like The Ring.
They're doing Tales of Two Sisters.
The Ring, the original version of The Ring is absolutely amazing.
I think, I have to say the Japanese version.
Is it Japanese or Korean?
Is it? No, it's Japanese. I think that's Japanese. I think
The
Ring's Japanese, because that's where it started off, and it was the Japanese to hit it. Eventually, I think they ventured off into Korean and Taiwan. I think they've got Taiwan horror now as well, and Chinese horror. I think the Eye was Chinese.
Just call it Asian horror.
Yeah, Asian horror. Basically, Asian horror. They're relying on Asian horror.
I think it was The Doll's Master or something like that.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
That was okay. That was a good
film.
That
was really good.
We've seen that.
That was really good.
I've seen Tales of Two Sisters, and I know they're remaking that. See, so I feel really annoyed and pissed off that, okay, when you're making a film, there's not going to be any originality in it. But I think the way you film it, you can pull off something different.
If you give it something different, but I don't know.
There's a lot of, now, as I said, it's only money making. They're only relying on old films which made money.
They're stealing those concepts and using that as a marketing campaign so that the fans come and watch it.
That's it. It's
It's really, like, when it comes to like they remake horror films, and there was a time when people bought that, they went to the cinema to see Hollywood remakes of horror films. I don't think that happened anymore.
I think that mainly happened with the Japanese, the Asian remakes, because they didn't really watch the Asian ones.
They can't be bothered to read subtitles.
Yeah, that's it. So they watch the American ones, and I think but I think the good thing with that though, it gave exposure to the Asian market. That was the only good thing about it. Everything else was crap. Because when they remade them, they were so shit. There was nothing tension building about it. I've watched. I've never watched the remake of The Ring. I've seen clips. I feel so pissed off.
I have to say, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as say The Grudge.
Oh, The Grudge remake wasn't good. I think there was an element where there were good parts.
Serious?
In the Grudge,
in the
Grudge remake, there were elements which were quite good. I think the one where he doesn't have a jaw, where the lower jaw's missing in The Grudge. It's Ted Raimi playing that character.
Is it?
Ted Raimi was.
No, he's the one who sees the guy without the jaw.
He also loses the lower jaw.
I don't know.
I haven't seen it, but I think he loses the lower jaw.
Grudge 2 was awful, wasn't it?
Oh, that was
I haven't seen the second one.
Going on, I know, it's totally, almost the same subject, but it's not Asian horror. Remember The Omen?
Oh my god.
It's disgraceful.
I've seen the original one, which was amazing.
Which is good to watch. I haven't seen it, but
this is what The Omen is. Boom mic above frame.
That was it. It was honestly boom mic across the scene so many times.
Or at least 8 shots throughout the whole film.
Because we're so bored, we actually stopped looking at. There's actually some films which actually have those mistakes, but because you get entertained, you kind of move away from it. This was amazing.
Like Titanic.
Oh, I don't want to talk about
Apparently Titanic's got the most mistakes ever seen in film.
I thought Star Wars was, or The Evil Dead.
Spider-Man was as well.
Really?
Saying that,
there's a website
which actually points out all those mistakes. But the thing is,
I remember when Titanic came out, someone pointed out like 100 or something mistakes, and then there's one scene when the boat is sinking.
Yeah.
And Kate and Leo are running to get to the top of the boat or something. And you can actually see people with cameras filming in one scene.
See, there's a lot of films which has mistakes, but if you're intrigued by the story, and the story's intriguing, I should say, and the visuals are intriguing, you know, you're zoned out. You zone out, and you just care about that. And if you saw a boom mic, you're not going to go, oh my gosh, there's a boom mic. It kind of just fades away.
But if it's some boring scene like in The Omen where he's talking to that old man,
everything about Omen was boring.
You just start looking at everything.
I don't like The Omen at all.
It's bollocks.
Yeah, it was one of the worst remakes ever.
Yeah.
Saying that, but then Hills of Ice 2
made the Psycho remake look good.
I've never seen. I don't push myself to watch too much remakes. I think the only remake we're going to watch now, which
Friday the 13th.
I don't want to see it, but I want to see it at the same time.
Yeah.
I can't explain it. It's just weird.
Just because we like Jason so much.
That was it. That's the only reason I want to watch the film. But then with Michael Bay behind, you know, he's not going to influence the film as much, but his style of filming is going to influence the film. Because he's one of those rapid cutters. And the one with the camera movements, you know, he likes to move the camera a lot. If it isn't cutting a lot, he likes to move the camera so much. So into an action film. He's a good action director. I have to say, he's a good action director.
Yeah.
So I won't take it away, but he shouldn't get involved in horror.
He might be good at it. You don't know. He might take it another.
No, he was behind. He was behind Texas Chainsaw Massacre, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Which was okay, but his style of directing seemed almost like it was peering throughout the film, time to time.
He didn't direct that.
He didn't direct it though. He was the executive producer, but he must have still had some say in it.
Yeah, definitely.
And so you know, even if he didn't have a big say, the director is going to have some of his influence in the. You know, not too much. He's going to take some of Michael Bay's style and put it in the film. You know, because he knows that kind of directing is appealing. So you know, I'm not taking away from Michael Bay. I just think when it comes to horror, don't go to a genre which you don't know about, because you're taking away what was scary, and you're making it into something that's action and
adventure.
Sorry?
Don't diss it before you see it. You don't.
No, I'm not taking it away. I just think personally he shouldn't go with horror genre. He should invest in action films.
Fair enough.
And I think as an action director,
there's nothing wrong with people trying different things.
No,
there's nothing wrong with that. I know it's a bit a sensible subject for you because you're so passionate about horror and Friday the 13th. But let them try a bit, and then if and then afterwards, after you see it, then you judge it.
No, I've seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think it's a good remake.
I've never seen it.
I think it's a good remake, but it's not better than the original. You know, the originals always have something about them which the remakes can't take.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with the remake, you feel it's action at times. You lose out the scare because it's replaced with action. That's the only thing I have to say. I think Michael Bay. I'm not taking nothing away from Michael Bay. I'm not taking nothing away from from his remakes he's been involved in. I just feel they're losing the scare element and being replaced with action. So that's why I think he should start investing more in action films than in horror genre. But the horror genre is one of the easiest places to invest in, I think, personally, because a lot of people would still want to go back and watch a horror film. They maybe don't have to be a horror fan, but they feel like if they go and they have a girlfriend or they have a couple of friends to go with, they can scare the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
That's it. I think that's the only thing that's appealing. But I think most of these, most of the horror films, they're not going to the true fans. You know, the fans that supported it throughout are losing out now because the market's appealing to a different generation. A generation
with mass conception.
Yeah, that's it. It's all about money. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Horror's gone so much about money. But saying that he shouldn't get involved, we saw that film which is produced by Sam Raimi, Boogeyman.
Yeah.
He's investing in horror films, but Boogeyman was crap.
This is
a remake. Boogeyman is a remake. It was an original.
No, it wasn't a remake, but it was.
It's just taking the same title. I think that was it. I don't know, but see,
it wasn't a remake. It was shit.
Yeah, but it was crap. I think there was one shot I liked about it, but the rest was crap. And I think the film could have had something, but then put CGI in. You save money, I guess, in CGI.
Oh, the monster at the end.
Yeah, it's crap. It's a thing. I think the story had a thing. So, you know, I think a lot of producers now, directors turned producers, have to be very alert into what they invest in. And, you know, try targeting the original fans, the original horror fans. And there's tons of us, I'll say, some people even more hardcore fans than me. You know, I don't know too much about horror yet. I'm still learning. I'm watching new films. I'm starting to learn from there. But there's fans out there that have every horror film. They have the action. You know, the figures that come with them nowadays. You can buy. They have the lobby cards. You know, depending where they are.
It's like
they buy props. They buy everything.
Deadpit.com or you know.
Those are true horror fans. But they're not getting nothing given to them nowadays. You know. Apart from, you'll hear like a title which probably has a horror element to it. Go like, oh, there's a monster in this. So horror fans will come and watch it. But they're not getting the pleasure they did from the original. You know, it's almost a false sense. They're being hooked onto something which isn't there for them. That's it.